Hey everybody, what's going on? Chana D, your Techno Dad here, and I got a quick video about what's on in 4K. This time we're talking about Blu-rays. Okay, so I've got me a little list here, and I'm going to show you what all this means, and we're going to get into it right after the jump. And I'm back. So I found this website called Reference Home Theater, and they've got a lot of cool reviews and guides. So we're going to go here to the Ultra HD Blu-ray guide, and we're going to check out what they got. So there's a lot of 4K ultra high definition Blu-rays on the market. However, they're not all created equal. Of course, if you're going to have something that's like a remade movie, it's not going to be as good as anything shot in 4K, because that's just going to be shot on 35mm or whatever and then upscaled to 4K. All right, so let me go back to my list here. All right, first one on the list is Allegiant. And if you notice it's in red, that means it should look awesome. Okay, so most of my list here is red. There's a couple that are not red. All right, Allegiant 2016, the Divergent series. This site is really cool because it tells you, here, let's make this bigger. It was shot on two cameras, two different types of cameras, a 3.4K and an Alexa 65, which is a 6.5K camera. All right, let's see what this says. Allegiant was shot on 3.4K and 6.5K resolution ARR cameras with a 4K master and Dolby Atmos soundtrack. The Ultra HD Blu-ray release should be very high quality based on those sources. So that's a good one. All right, so next one on the list is Deadpool. So you can see all these other movies here. They just don't they don't make the cut. Look at this, master format 2K, and let's see this. Central Intelligence only has a 2.8K master with a 2K digital intermediate. So this is one term that you do have to check out and know. It's the digital intermediate. Let's say something was shot in 4K but has a 2K digital intermediate. What that means is they've down-resed it to 2K, and then for the final master format, let's say it's 4K, they up-res it again. So you're not really getting a 4K native resolution for the film. Some people call this fake 4K. If it's a 4K master format, I should find one here. Hold on. Here, this one, Everest. This is a good example. Okay, it was shot with a 3.4K and a Recode RAW camera at 6K. But the 4K ultra high definition Blu-ray only uses a 2K digital intermediate. So they down-resed everything to 2K, so you're not going to get that kind of awesome detail that you're used to getting with 4K. So this digital intermediate is definitely important, and everything on my list here, except for these two, are awesome. Okay, so let's get back to my list here. So let's go back to Deadpool, all right? So Deadpool was shot on a 3.4K camera. Open gate format, visual effects were delivered at 4K resolution, and the entire film was finished and graded for 4K HDR. So the Ultra HD Blu-ray should take full advantage of the format. So Deadpool is definitely one you want to see or purchase. I rented it, and all the textures were pretty awesome, and it was great. Independence Day Resurgence. That's the old one. Here we are. Independence Day Resurgence, Recode RAW camera at 6K. So now this one has a 4K digital intermediate. So it's shot in 6K, down-res to 4K, and that's where it stayed. And it has a master format of 4K. We got Dolby Atmos, wide color gamut HDR. So this is definitely one you want to check out just as like a demo. And, you know, for entertainment if you like the movie. I have no idea. I haven't seen it. All right, next on the list, Jason Bourne. Now this is the new 2016 one. It was shot with three different cameras, a 2.8K, a 3.5K, and a 6K. Let's check out what it says here. While the visual effects are only done at 2K resolution, the rest of the image is a true 4K transfer with high resolution source elements and should benefit from ultra high definition. It is also one of the few titles that supports DTS:X instead of Dolby Atmos. If you guys don't know what DTS:X is, that's like the competition for Dolby Atmos. DTS and Dolby have kind of been going back and forth and battling a little bit. Most high-end AV receivers have both. You'll get Dolby Digital and DTS 5.1 or whatever. So this DTS:X also does the same thing like Dolby Atmos and adds 4 ceiling speakers or height speakers or whatever you want to call them. All right, let's keep going. Life of Pi. Now, Life of Pi was from 2012. Now, if you want to read what it says here, Life of Pi has been another title used by Samsung for HDR and wide color gamut demos the past 2 years. So this is definitely not going to be like super awesome, but with the HDR and the wide color gamut, this is definitely going to bring something to your system. If you got a nice 4K HDR TV, or even if you have a budget 4K HDR TV, this stuff is going to look pretty good. All right, next one. Lucy. Cool movie. I saw this a while ago. Now this one is probably going to be awesome. Shot with a 2.8K camera, Recode RAW at 4K as well. So, looks like it says here, shot with mostly 4K native elements and mastered in 4K with an Atmos soundtrack. Lucy should prove to be a good demo material once released in ultra high definition Blu-ray, and it did release. So it's got everything you need. This is definitely one to pick up. Lucy. Cool movie too. It's this Tom Cruise movie, Oblivion, which is actually shot a bunch of scenes up here in June Lake, kind of like about 15 minutes from where I'm at now. So now the master format is only in 2K, but it was shot in 4K. So that's what it says right here, shot in 4K but mastered at 2K. This will be the first home release with an Atmos soundtrack. Also should benefit from HDR and wide color gamut since it's been used for demos of those features by Dolby, but likely not a new 4K master. So they're not going to do a 4K master of this. Something interesting, I did rent this, and this is at my house, and guess what? It doesn't play in my Xbox One S. Can you believe it? We'll get to that in just a minute. Let's continue with this list. Here we go. Sicario 2015. Sicario was shot with Aria Alexa XT cameras using the ARRI RAW format. This gives the original native resolution 3414 by 2198. The Alexa XT has 14 plus stops of dynamic range, so the ultra high definition Blu-ray benefits from HDR. ARRI RAW captures video at 12 bits per pixel and supports wide color gamut. So that's definitely one to check out. I've never heard of this movie, but looks pretty cool. Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin, Emily Blunt. The Expendables 3. Recode RAW, that's definitely a good sign. And this was shot in 2014, so that's kind of strange. Shot on Recode RAW at 4K and 5K resolutions. Current Blu-ray home release includes an Atmos soundtrack, and this is probably going to be something to check out for sure. All right, The Martian. This one was shot Recode RAW. Source formats are 4K and 6K, but master is done at 2K. This likely means all visual effects will be at 2K resolution, while the live elements will be true 4K resolution. Color grading and HDR are also being done using the original 6K resolution elements for the best overall quality. Now I've heard this is one of the best movies to see, like all kinds of different textures in the face and the skin, all on the rocks and all that kind of stuff. So definitely one to check out. I've seen the movie, but I haven't seen the ultra high movie. All right, The Revenant. Now I've heard that this is like the reference demo for you to check out your system, show it off, whatever. Looks like it's been filmed with a whole bunch of different cameras, 6K cameras, 3K cameras. The Alexa 65 offers a native resolution of 6560 by 3100, making some sources for The Revenant easily 4K quality. So this is definitely one you want to check out, The Revenant. I haven't seen it, but should be good. Next one is X-Men Apocalypse. Now, I just bought this because I wanted to watch the movie. I bought this in 4K Ultra HD and it looks phenomenal. And look at this, Recode RAW. It is a full 4K digital intermediate and should result in a good looking ultra high definition Blu-ray disc. And I can tell you that it does. It looks awesome. Now let's see, we got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 movies. I will put this little document along with the link in the description. And so what I did was I went ahead and placed an order. I got The Martian, The Revenant, and Lucy all coming in on Monday. But check this out. I did order Suicide Squad and Star Trek Beyond because I thought those would be cool to watch. But after looking at this guide here, I'm going to return these two. And buy 2 others that are on my list. And the other thing I ordered was a new ultra high definition Blu-ray player. Why is that? because the Xbox One S, although it may do the job, it just kind of doesn't do the job like this would. This is the Oppo UDP-203. The Oppo UDP-203 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player provides an unmatched AV experience to home theater enthusiasts, drawing from over decades worth of experience in advanced imaging processing technology and high-fidelity audio performance. It's the ideal source to complete the ultimate home theater and sound room. 4K UHD picture, dual HDMI outputs, high dynamic range, and universal disc playback. This thing is pretty awesome, and what really sets it apart from, let's say, a Samsung unit, a Panasonic unit. I know Sony's coming out with one. It's about this right here. This is the quad-core OP8591, which is what is under the hood and makes everything look phenomenal. Also, this has a 32-bit digital audio converter. So this 32-bit DAC is going to give you some of the most pristine audio quality you can find. And that's something that, the Xbox One S just doesn't have. Also, they didn't just take their CD loader or laser from anywhere else. They made it from the ground up. It features an optimized laser mechanism that delivers super fast disk loading compatibility with a wide range of optical media and strong error detection and correction to ensure error-free physical media playback. Here's another thing about this is that it does support HDR10 and it will get a Dolby Vision firmware upgrade. That's one of the things I was definitely looking for because I think Dolby Vision is just a little bit better. So this is what I got, and this actually will arrive this Friday. That's tomorrow. Right now it's Thursday the 12th. I mentioned earlier how I rented some 4K ultra high definition Blu-rays, and this is where I did it from. 3D Bluray Rental. I'll put the link in the description, and once you're here, you just go 4K UHD Blu-ray, and let's make this a little bigger. And it's kind of like Netflix, subscription-based service, monthly. I'm on the 2-disc plan, and right now I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, which looks great, by the way, even though it is only quote-unquote fake 4K with a 2K digital intermediate. And I have Oblivion, which I can't play in my Xbox One S, and that really pisses me off. Some discs just won't play. And I talked to somebody at Oppo, and they said the same thing. Since the software is still not standardized, the hardware is still not standardized, this is kind of like what you have to deal with as an early adopter. I mean, I think the early adopter stage is done, but it's still pretty new in that kind of a sense. So definitely check out 3dbluRayRental.com. They're super nice over there, and it's a great way to check out these ultra high definition Blu-rays without having to pay for them, like pay $30 for them or $25 or whatever it is. So that's it for today. Don't forget to like this video if you like the content and you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because, of course, you will see an unboxing of this Blu-ray player. And I might even go into some reviews and maybe even show you guys some screen grabs of this. I'm still trying to get my 4K capture card to work properly. Also, getting pretty close to 500 subscribers, and I will have a giveaway, so don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. My name is Chana D, and I'm your Techno Dad, and I'll see you next time.